What's up, party people? This is Mo Royce of Tragedy, the all-metal tribute to the Bee Gees and beyond.
This is Fuzzy Cracklins of the Swamp Records.
This is Matt Price, and I play guitar for Behold the Monolith and All Souls.
Hello, guys. I'm Martin from Pure Sonic Outcast.
Hey, this is Rick Huno from Exodus.
Hi, this is Heather of Happy Hour with Heather and Guest.
This is Eric Nagelbed of Onocore, and you're listening to Sarah Whizbanger. Exactly.
Oh, yeah! This is Ryan the Macho Man Ogle from Clawhammer PR! Get it!
Are we rolling? This is Max from Dead Panda, and
this is Jeff from Dead Panda.
This is Stacy Savage, and you're listening to the Whizbanger Show.
Hey, all you cauldron stirrers out there, this is Gabriel from Gorilla Wizard.
This is Trez from Mares of Thrace, and you're listening to the Whizbanger Show. Black Lives Matter, and eat the rich.
Hey, all of you heavy metal weirdos, this is Graham of Beldom and current bassist of Harvest of Ash and Sleeping Tigers here in Salt Lake City, Utah. And you're listening to The Whizbanger Show.
Hi there, everyone. This is Gorka from 1945. You are listening to The Whizbanger Show.
Hey, I'm Ross Ferguson.
I'm Mark Russell.
We're with Citizen Rage from Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
Hey, everyone. This is Sarah.
And Vincent from Smolder.
I'm Lady Ether, and I thought you should know. Sarah Doug's got you scrubs off the floor.
You are listening to The Whizbanger Show.
Stay heavy.
Get whiz-banged.
Sitting here alone in darkness.
Please let me die in solitude.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Whizbanger Show. It's the covers edition. I have not done one this year at all. And oh my goodness, we've got all kinds of groovy things for you. We're going all over the place with all kinds of genres and getting heavier as the day goes on, as we are wont to do. Kicked it off with Houston, Texas's very own Oceans of Slumber, covering Solitude by Candlemass. And you always know when Candlemass is going to be done with their show. I've seen them a few times, and it's funny because people in the audience start yelling Solitude, and I always say, no, don't play Solitude, because that's the last song. It's always their encore. It's always their last song. I've seen them a few times, and they're just fabulous. I love Candlemass, all their iterations, all their singers, they're fabulous, as is Oceans of Slumber. And they just confirmed an appearance at Hell's Heroes 8 in Texas. Not a far drive, it's in Houston, and that's where they're from. And that's going to be in March of 2026. I will not be able to go yet again. I have never been to Hell's Heroes, and there's always at least some band that's a friend of mine that are friends of mine in that lineup. It always looks so much fun, but I never have been able to go. Oceans of Slumber can be found on the web at oceansofslumber.com, and they broke with Century Media a few years ago and now are fiercely independent, which I appreciate, respect, and I'm very glad for. And Facebook and Instagram, you can also check out Oceans of Slumber, and this song, Solitude, came off their independently released EP called Blue. Next up, we are going to go over to Seattle, Washington to hear a band called Year of the Cobra, who I've also seen live. I saw them many years ago. I had no idea who they were. There was just two cats up on the stage being awesome. I don't even remember what show that was, but they sure were fun. I'm going to play a Pink Floyd cover from The Wall, redo from Magnetic Eye Records. You're going to hear quite a few redo records tracks today. When the Tigers Broke Free is the track that I'm going to play for you from Year of the Cobra. In the meanwhile, you can go over to the Redo Records Bandcamp page and check out all of their cover albums. They've got a Best of Jethro, Tull, Aqualung, AC/DC, the Bon Scott years. They have Back in Black. They have Dirt by Alice in Chains, a couple of Helmet albums, covers, Best of Pink Floyd and The Wall. I think I already said that. Oh, they just released Best of Nine Inch Nails and... Oh, which one are they? Which is it? I'm playing it today. It is coming up, and I'll tell you later. I'm a little tired today, but yeah, they've got it, and you can pre-order that. So if you go over to the Redo Records, and it's REDUX Records site on Bandcamp page, you can pre-order the 9 Inch Nails releases that are coming out later on this year. I'm going to stop talking because I'm tired. Well, we're going to hear from Year of the Cobra, When the Tigers Broke Free, Pink Floyd cover off the Redo Records release The Wall, and that came out way back in 2018. Do you remember the before time? I'm Sarah Whizbanger, your host for the most. I sure am glad to be here with you today on this super fun, fabulous, fantastic covers edition with all kinds of groovy things. Sit back, relax, let me ease you on into your weekend. Thank you for hitting play and for hanging out with me. And away we go. Here's Year of the Cobra with When the Tigers Broke Free. And you are listening to The Whizbanger Show. right, and we are back, and I am Sarah Whizbanger, your host for the most, and you are tuned into the 268th episode of the Whizbanger Show, and it is the covers edition, the first one of 2025, probably the only one of 2025, since it's already the middle of the month, almost, here in November. Let's see, that was a band called Daevar, and the way you spell that is Daevar. This is lost my place. This is a stoner doom metal outfit out of Cologne, Germany. And I played Closer for you, which is from Nine Inch Nails, of course. And I was not remembering the name of the album. They're doing the Downward Spiral. And then they're also doing, not this band, but Magnetic Eye and Redo Records. Magnetic Eye Records runs Redo Records, and Redo Records does all the cover albums, which you can find on the Bandcamp page for Redo Records, Redux. Daevar covered Closer, which is what you just heard. Magnetic Eye Records is releasing the Downward Spiral, Redo, and the Best of Nine Inch Nails. Both of those are going to be released on the 28th of November. You can go on to the Redo Records Bandcamp page and pre-order those suckers because they are really, really good. And I can't wait to hear the rest of them. I had a whole list of all the bands that were on all these different comps, but I thought it would just take up way too much time. Daevar, Daevar. This band name is a variation on the Persian word for demon, which I think is super groovy and interesting. And they can be found on Bandcamp, Facebook, Instagram, or the web at daevar.de for Deutschland, Daevar. Top of that short set was Year of the Cobra, a stoner doom outfit out of Seattle, Washington, with the cover of Pink Floyd's When the Tigers Broke Free, which is another Redo Records release of The Wall, and that came out in 2018. Year of the Cobra can be found on Bandcamp, Facebook, Linktree, and Instagram. Go engage with those kids. Tell them you heard them here on, I know you didn't hear them here first, they're wildly popular, on the Whizbanger Show. Tell them the Sarah Whizbanger sent you. All right. Next up, we're going to go to Strasbourg, France, and hear from a band called Los Disidentes del Sucio Motel, which is Spanish for the dissidents of the dirty motel. We're going to hang out with a little bit more Pink Floyd. This is off the Best of Pink Floyd Redo, also released in 2018, and I picked Welcome to the Machines because it is such an amazing song. I wasn't going to play two Pink Floyd tracks, but this one is just so good. It fits really perfectly with the set that you're going to hear. So I'm Sarah Whizbanger, your host with the most, and you are tuned into the Whizbanger Show, Covers Edition, episode number 268. Thank you ever so much for hanging out with me and tuning into the show. And that's all I have to say about that. Away we go. Here is Los Disidentes del Sucio Motel with Welcome to the Machine right here on the Whizbanger Show.
your kind. They never get tired of putting it down, and I never know when I come around what I'm gonna find. Don't let them make up your mind. Don't you look good? You'll be a woman soon. Please come take my hand, girl. You'll be a woman soon. I've been misunderstood for all of my life. What were they saying? Girls that cut like a knife. The boy's no good. Well, I finally found what I'm looking for, but if they give a chance, I'll end it for sure. Surely they would. Baby, how can I could? Now it's up to you, kid. You'll be a woman soon. Please come take my hand, girl. You'll be a woman soon. Soon you'll need a woman.
To answer the call, so think I'll go back
are back, and I'm Sarah Whizbanger, your host for the most, and you are tuned into the Whizbanger Show, episode number 268 on this balmy, no, it's not balmy, it's cold as shit, November morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. It's Friday morning here. I'm getting ready to drop this podcast for you lovely, beautiful people. All right, that was a band called Sweat, and Sweat was new to me, so I want to thank Magnetic Eye Records and Redo Records for doing these wonderful comps, because I always find a band I've never heard of, and actually found a few of them on this one, so I'm really excited to also share it with you. Sweat from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and they can be found on, Instagram, Bandcamp, and Facebook. So Sweat Pittsburgh on Facebook, Sweat PGH on Bandcamp, and Instagram Sweat the Band. So if you just go over to the Whizbanger Show socials, they will be tagged, so you can find them there, because of course it's hard to find because their name is Sweat. And if you look for Sweat Band, you might just find some groovy products. I don't know. But I chose Back to the Family off the 2024 Best of Jethro, Tull, various artists from Magnetic Eye Records, Redo Records, who releases all of these groovy, amazing comps with all these groovy, amazing covers. Before that was Urge Overkill with Girl, You'll Be a Woman Soon, originally done by Neil Diamond. Urge Overkill still going strong after being super famousized from the movie Pulp Fiction all those years ago. And yeah, they're from Chicago. Urge Overkill still going strong, playing music. I think they recently had an album called Oui, which means yes in French. Urge Overkill on Bandcamp, Facebook, Linktree, and Instagram. Go and hang out with those guys, will ya? Los Disidentes del Sucio Motel with Welcome to the Machine, originally done by Pink Floyd. This stoner band, Los Disidentes del Sucio Motel, translates to the dissidents of the Dirty Motel. They are from Strasbourg, France. LDDSM on Bandcamp, Facebook, and on Instagram, it's just simply Los Disidentes del Sucio Motel. Like, that's not simple, but there you go. They will also be tagged on the Whizbanger Show socials for this release, so you can check them out. Next up, we are going over to Detroit, Michigan for a little bit of Motor City 5 with Ramblin' Rose, originally made famous by Jerry Lee Lewis, but also associated with Ted Taylor's version, but you know, who the hell was that? Okay, I've always made an argument for this band being like proto-punk. They started it all. Oh my goodness. I have a lot to say about this band, but I'm going to save it for when I come back, because just a couple of cool stories and, you know, whatever. It's the MC5 and we love them. All right, I'm Sarah Whizbanger, your host with the most, and away we go with a little Motor City 5 and Ramblin' Rose, originally made infamous by the one and only Jerry Lee Lewis. I'm Sarah Whizbanger, your host with the most, and you are tuned into the Whizbanger Show. Thank you so much for...
Brothers and sisters, I want to see your hands out there. Let me see your hands. I want everybody to kick up some noise. I want to hear some revolution out there, brothers. I want to hear a little revolution. Brothers and sisters, the time has come for each and every one of you to decide whether you are going to be the problem or whether you are going to be the solution. That's right. You must choose, brothers. You must choose. It takes 5 seconds. 5 seconds of decision. 5 seconds to realize your purpose here on the planet. It takes 5 seconds to realize that it's time to move. It's time to get down with it. Brothers, it's time to testify, and I want to know, are you ready to testify? Are you ready? I give you a testimonial. The MC5. you down. Family Rose, Family Rose. Love is like a rambling road. The more you feel it, the more it grows. Family Rose, Family Rose.
told you we were going to pick shit up and it was going to get raging and fast. And yep, I'm leaning into it with a lot of heavy rock and roll. That was some fun shit. That was Green Lung. Green Lung is a stoner doom metal band they are from, I think they're from Nottingham, actually, which is where my friend Jesse is from. Well, not from, but he lives there. He and Chi-Chi live there, and I'm almost positive that Green Lung is from that same little town, and I'm going to look while I tell you a little bit about this awesome band. Okay, they're famous for using UK folk horror and rural folklore, which I just think is super rad. And their lyrics are often, they do a lot of research on British mythology, paganism, and forgotten history. And it's just awesome. So it's very distinctly British doom. Like, it's very British, very doomy. And I don't know, it says London on their Bandcamp page. For some reason, I thought they were from the Midlands or Nottingham. Anyway, but they're rad, right? And you can find them on Bandcamp, Facebook, or greenlung.co.uk, which has a little bit more background about the cool lore that they use in their songs. And they're also on Instagram at Green Lung Band. And this was off of Volume 4, Black Sabbath, various artists from Magnetic Eye Records. And I played Snowblind, which I'm going to sing next week at Open Mic. I'm a little bit freaked out by it. But interestingly enough, I don't know if people got in trouble or what, but this is nowhere to be found. It's not on the Bandcamp page for Redo Records. I don't know why. I guess I should be glad and feel fortunate that I got it, and hopefully this episode doesn't get cut off of YouTube. But that was Snowblind, and it was awesome. And I won't sing it nearly as good, but I will do my damnedest. Top of the set, MC5, the Motor City 5 with Ramblin' Rose, originally by Jerry Lee Lewis. This is a heavy rock and roll proto-punk band from Detroit, Michigan. The MC50 tour, which was led by the late, great Wayne Kramer, was just amazing. I went actually with Jesse, who I just mentioned, and my husband and one of my best friends, Wendy, and it was just absolutely amazing. They played at the Regency Ballroom in San Francisco, and I can't remember the name of the frontman. The guy was he's a singer for a San Francisco band. I am so sorry for forgetting that, but because I wanted to say all this other stuff about the MC5 and the Revolution. So John Sinclair and the guy who sang for them in San Francisco however long that was, oh my gosh, he looked like John Sinclair. He sounded like John Sinclair. It was kind of creepy and crazy and cool. But John Sinclair founded the White Panther Party in 1968, which was a radical anti-racist organization, and like really one of the first groups to actually be specifically anti-racist at that time. And the MC5 were like the musical ministers, and that's you hear like the brothers and sisters in their song in that track that I played for you. They performed at rallies, they performed at political events, they performed for free. Their platform was this, and I quote, "Total assault on the culture by any means necessary, including rock and roll, dope, and fucking in the streets." I mean, why do we not have that today? Why? I'm looking at you, Rage Against the Machine. What the fuck happened to you? Okay. They were the only band who to play for the protesters outside the 1968 Democratic National Convention in Chicago, and they played as the riots with the cops were breaking out. And then Ramblin' Rose, which is like just awesome. I didn't want to. Well, I chose it because it's a cover show, but like Kick Out the Jams, you know what that, the notorious motherfucker, Kick Out the Jams motherfucker on their debut album cost them their record deal. And it was like a fight against censorship at the time. And just as a cool aside, Country Joe and the Fish didn't have any covers that I could find. I didn't ask my dad, but I guess I should have. But my father was in Country Joe and the Fish. He played the keyboards, and their band was battling censors over the fuck cheer that's on the Woodstock, that was in Woodstock. So give me an F, give me a U, give me a C, give me a K, what's that spell? And they actually got in trouble for that. And they got, they basically, I think they got dropped actually from their label. They kind of fucked them up. Ha ha ha, pun intended. So what else can I say? Really another cool thing about the MC5, and then I'll shut up and play more music. They were instrumental in getting the Stooges signed to Elektra Records, which is really cool. They're sort of co-founders of proto-punk, of course. Fred Sonic Smith later married poet and rock legend Patti Smith, with whom I share a birthday, by the way. And they wrote People Have the Power together and a bunch of other stuff together. And then finally, last year, they were inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame after all 5 original members had passed away before the induction. How fucked up is that? Anyway, I'm here to celebrate the MC5 every fucking day of my life. And I know that the next band celebrates the MC5, as well as several other bands, if not every single band on the playlist today. I'm done talking, but you're welcome. Next up, we're going to hear from Orange Goblin from London, England, a killer stoner metal album who I traveled from San Francisco to Los Angeles just to see because they're so great. They're covering ZZ Top's Just Got Paid. I thought that was a perfect song to follow that last set. And away we go. Well, I talked a lot, but I really just wanted to share all that cool stuff about the MC5 for the Motor City 5 with all you wonderful people. Not to be outdone, don't forget the Green Lung was also in that set covering Snowblind by Black Sabbath off Volume 4, which you can't get anymore, apparently. I think they must have gotten in trouble or something like that, because it's not on the Redo Records Bandcamp page. I'm Sarah Whizbanger, your host of the most. You're going to listen to Orange Goblin covering Just Got Paid, originally done by ZZ Top, also covered by, was it Big Black or Rape Man that covered it? One of Steve Albini's band. I think it was actually Big Black. Anyway, I'm Sarah Whizbanger, your host of the most, and away we go. You're tuned into the Whizbanger Show Covers Edition. Thank you so much. And away we go.
Got me your pocket full of change.
little more than halfway through this wonderful covers edition, episode number 268 of the Whizbanger Show, and that was another cut off another killer Redo Records album, Electric Ladyland. They also have a Hendrix. They call it James Marshall Hendrix best of, but this was off Electric Ladyland, which Redo Records released in 2015, and that was Superchief, a stoner metal band out of Des Moines, Iowa. Yet another band I had never heard of before. So thanks again, Magnetic Eye Records out of Seattle, Washington, for introducing me to more amazing bands. Superchief, I'm a huge fan now. They are on Facebook, Bandcamp, SoundCloud, and then you can get Electric Ladyland Redo on the Redo Records Bandcamp page, and that was Crosstown Traffic. Before that was Orange Goblin, a stoner metal band out of London, England, who I traveled a few hundred miles to see when they weren't playing in the Bay Area, but they did play in Hollywood, so off I went. And I did see them in Oakland years ago, and it was amazing. Just Got Paid, originally made famous and written by and sung by ZZ Top, also covered by Big Black at one point. This is from their Orange Goblin album, Thieving from the House of God, which was released on Rise Above Records back in 2004. Orange Goblin Official is on Bandcamp, Facebook, Orange Goblin Official on the web, and on Instagram, Orange Goblin Official. Boy, they make it easy, don't they? They're currently wrapping up a major tour with several late 2025 dates confirmed, including Helsinki, Glasgow, Dublin, Wolverhampton, and Manchester, and Bristol in this month and next month, December. So if you're in the area, go and check out Orange Goblin, because I guarantee you will have a great time. They're amazing live. Next up, we're going to listen to a band that you heard on not the last Whizbanger Show, but the one before that, the Stoner edition, with a Buzzhound out of Letcher County, Kentucky, doing their cover of Motorhead's Ace of Spades, and it is sweet as pie, I tell you what. Sweet as sweet tea, I'll say that, because they're from the South. I'm Sarah Whizbanger, your host for the most, and you are enjoying this lovely covers edition with me. Thank you so much for push and play, sharing the show, supporting the show, sending me a message, all those groovy things. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for sending me messages, and send the band messages too, especially if you learn about a band on the Whizbanger Show. They always want to hear from you, and I want to hear from you too. I want to know that you are listening to the show. Last week was a death metal show, and it's gaining popularity this week. A lot of people have been listening to it, and it sure is great. Thank you so much for tuning in. Oh, and a couple of death metal bands from last week are on today's show. As promised, last week I told you I was going to play the Castrator song, but that's not till later. So sit back, relax, let me continue easing you on into your weekend right here on the Whizbanger Show.
is Raining Men.
Oh, God. According to our sources, for the streets, the place to go. 'Cause tonight, for the first time, just about a half past 10. For the first time in history, it's gonna start raining men. It's raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining men. Amen. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna let myself get absolutely soaking wet. It's raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining men. Every specimen, tall, blonde, dark and lean, rough and tough and strong and mean. God bless Mother Nature. She's a single one motor. She took off the heaven, and she did what she had to do. She taught every angel to rearrange the sky, so that each and every woman could find her perfect guy. I said it's raining men. Humidity is rising. Barometer's getting low. According to all sources, the streets, the place to go. 'Cause tonight, for the first time, just about a half past 10. For the first time in history, it's gonna start raining men. It's raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining men. Amen. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna let myself get absolutely soaking wet. It's raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining men. Every specimen, tall, blonde, dark and lean, rough and tough and strong and mean. It's raining
Put this show together, and then I realized my absolute criminal behavior of not including Tragedy, the all-metal tribute to the Bee Gees and beyond. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm admitting that I forgot them on a cover show. It's been a rough several months, so I'm giving myself grace. But I had to play Raining Blood, It's Raining Men, a mashup of Slayer and the Weather Girls from the ever-loving Tragedy, the all-metal tribute to the Bee Gees and beyond. Two of them are my good friends, and one of them was one of my vocal coaches, John Cunningham, aka Disco Mountain Man, and I have such a crush on him. He's just lovely. All right, heavy fucking metal out of New York City off their 2021 release on Napalm Records, Disco Balls to the Wall. Let's make tragedy happen on the web, Facebook, Instagram, Linktree, and Bandcamp, and you can pick up all their albums on their Bandcamp page, and they are just goddamn wonderful, I'll tell you what. But top of the set, Buzzhound from Letcher County, Kentucky, with their sweet rendition of Ace of Spades off their November 11th, 2023 release, Heathen Royalty. I said it last week and I'll say it this week. I get the joke. Buzzhound is on Bandcamp, Instagram, and Facebook, and they were on the Stoner Metal Edition, which would have been episode number 266 of the Whizbanger Show, and you can find that on the SoundClouds. Yes, you can, and on Facebook, and streaming also on Deezer and YouTube. I am Sarah Whizbanger, your host of the most, and next up we are going to listen to my good friends. Hey, more Kentucky. Wonder if you guys all know each other. So you probably do because it's small. Anyway, or the scene is small rather. Savage Master, my good friends out of Louisville, Kentucky, are going to cover Riot's Swords and Tequila up next, right here on the Whizbanger Show. Thank you so much for tuning into the Covers Edition, and away we go.
Dirty River
Jacob, don't you mess around with me. Oh.
it's officially winding down here on the Whizbanger Show, episode number 268 on this lovely November morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. I hope you have some hot cocoa or a hot toddy or something warm because it's cold around the world right now. All right. That was a nice long set for you. That was a Thrash Sweethearts Onslaught from England, from Bristol, with Free Wheel Burnin', originally done by the greatest band in the whole wide world, Judas Priest. And that came out on their Origins of Aggression album, May of this year, on Reigning Phoenix Music. And I have C-Squared Music to thank for sharing that with me. Facebook, Instagram, powerfromhell.com, and SoundCloud for Onslaught Official or Onslaught UK is where you can find this amazing band. Powerfromhell.com is where you can pick up Origins of Aggression. Onslaught with Free Wheel Burnin', and they have some tours coming up in 2026. They're playing in the Netherlands and Germany and what is BE? Belgium, France. They're playing in Madrid. Barcelona and Lyon. And then in February, they're playing in Czech Republic. And more dates in Germany, Poland, Sweden, and Finland. So that's going to be super rad. You should go and see them if you're out and about in those areas. Terrifian-T from Brussels, Belgium. I love this band, covering Pat Benatar's Heartbreaker. This was off their 2020 release, self-titled, on Gates of Hell Records. No releases since then, but they are still playing shows and they are doing stuff. So go and check them out on their Facebook and Bandcamp page. Engage with the band, pick up their demo and the self-titled album, which was released in 2020. It's not very much money, and it sure would help the band, and goddamn it, they are awesome. Savage Master, top of the set with Riot's Swords and Tequila. This is a heavy metal outfit out of Louisville, Kentucky, and I think you should go hang out with them and over on Bandcamp and Instagram and Facebook and tell them Sarah Whizbanger sent you, because they are my dear friends. This was off their Black Hooves EP, released in 2015 on High Roller Records. All right, next up, it's time to get nice and groovy and sludgy and gross and dirty with Dopethrone and a beautiful rendition of Bill Withers' Ain't No Sunshine. I am Sarah Whizbanger, your host of the most, inviting you to continue to sit back and relax and let me ease you into your weekend on the covers edition of the Whizbanger Show, episode number 268. I don't know why I keep saying that. I never do that. Yet here I am doing it. I'm Sarah Whizbanger, your host of the most, and you are tuned in to the Whizbanger Show.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone.
She's always gone too long.
sunshine when she's gone. Only darkness every day. Way no sunshine when she's gone. This house just ain't no room. Ready die, she goes away. Anytime
right. Well, that's the end of my talking, although you will hear a little bit more music before I am out of here. That was a band called Victim of Fire, and they played on my show. I played them last week on the Death Metal Show, and they are a death metal crust outfit out of Denver, Colorado, and I have something very cool to share with you about this band that I didn't know, but it makes sense that they covered Aces High by Iron Maiden. Their album, The Old Lie, was a double release. I don't know if one is distro and one is a label. Human Future Records, which I think is the band's label, and Return Trip Records. And their album, The Old Lie, that released on the 1st of August of this year. And I want to thank the kids over at C Squared Music for sharing it with me. They're on Bandcamp and Instagram, Victim of Fire. And their album, The Old Lie, which this song, Aces High, is on. I just told you that. Their album is heavily influenced by, this is so cool. Okay, this is so cool. World War I poetry, particularly the anti-war works of Wilfred Owen. Their lyrics use historical narrative to critique contemporary militarism, giving their death metal super unique focus, which I just think is really cool that they kind of have that vibe. I didn't know. I mean, when I read that, I was like, oh, of course, because I kind of picked up on that with all their songs and the name of their album, The Old Lie, but I just thought that was super rad. Before that, Weedeater, everybody's favorite, right? From Wilmington, North Carolina, with Lynyrd Skynyrd, with Give Me Back My Bullet, originally done by Lynyrd Skynyrd, off their 2007 release, God Luck and Good Speed on Southern Lord Records. They are now on Season of Mist, weedmetal.com, Weed Metal on Facebook, and Instagram, Weedeater Band. I didn't know this. I mean, I've seen Weedeater a bunch of times, and I know Dave Dixie Collins is out of his fucking mind. What I didn't know, and then he has all kinds of weird injuries, and I didn't know this. So in 2010, he accidentally shot himself with a foot while cleaning his shotgun, and he lost one of his big toes, and he continued touring and called the subsequent run the 9-Toe Tour. I didn't know that, or maybe I did and forgot. I don't know. Dopethrone top of the set with Ain't No Sunshine, originally crooned by Bill Withers. Dopethrone is a doom sledge stoner metal outfit out of Montreal, Quebec. I've never seen them, and I love them so much. I sure would love to see them. I love this band so much. Let me share a little bit with you that's just really cool. First off, this track, Ain't No Sunshine, you can find it on their Dark Foil album, which was released independently in 2011. You can find them on Facebook, Instagram, SoundCloud, and Bandcamp. Everything on their Bandcamp page. I mean, talk about fucking real anarchists. Everything on their Bandcamp page is name your price. Not free. Not free. I have a friend who but has a label. I'm not going to say who it is, but he's always sending out emails like free music. I'm like, it's not free. It's name your price. Give him $1, give him $2, pay what you can. It's not free. God damn it. But everything is name your price on their Bandcamp page. And these motherfuckers are prolific. They have a lot of music out. So you just go buy everything for $20, whatever you can afford, but it's not free. They named themselves after the 2000 album, Dopethrone by Electric Wizard, paying homage to Electric Wizard and who they once were. And that's all I'll say about that. And we are doing the outro, as promised, with Castrator out of New York. Metal Command. Oh, it's so good. How many of you went and looked it up after I mentioned it last week? I was like, I'm not going to tell you what it is. Go look. Metal Command, originally performed by Exodus, one of whom is my dear pal. Castrator is now all out of New York City. They used to be international. Now it's all New York. They're international. They were Mexico, Norway, Sweden, Colombia, and the U.S. Now they're all based out in the U.S. They're on the Dark Descent Records, and Coronation of the Grotesque just dropped in August. It is a gem, back to front, up and down and sideways. It's perfect. I want to thank my friends in Clawhammer PR for sending it to me and sending me such great stuff. Castrator is on Bandcamp, Facebook, and Instagram at Castrator Band. Go and find out more about this band because they are amazing. They are scheduled for a show in DC and then in January, and then they're going to be in Leeds in April. So maybe there's going to be like a tour around that. All right. I don't know what's going on next weekend for the Whizbanger show, but I will do my best to be back and entertain you as best I can. Maybe I'll get to that heavy blues show. Although I have a post show, like all bands that use post-punk, post-death, post this or that. Because I'm still curious. I'm like, what is the genre? I don't quite get it. I feel it, but I can't define it. And so in my own exploration, I wanted to put together a post show, but I have enough for like 3 shows. Maybe I'll put one of those together next week. All right. Thanks so much for welcoming me back. It's so nice to be back. I'm now obsessively doing the Whizbanger show again. So I am officially back. Lay your hands on the radio and listen to the Whizbanger show. I don't know why I said that or what it meant, but there it is. I said it. I can't take it back. I could, but I'm not going to. Thank you so much for tuning in and hanging out with me, everybody. Go hug a tree, smile at a baby, ask somebody if they need anything. Take robust care of yourselves and all your parts of who you are, and maybe send somebody a text or give someone a call that hasn't heard from you in a while just to say hi. Write a postcard. You can write me a letter. I'm a pen pal with people. Usually it's one way. I just get a call or a text. Thanks, I got your postcard. I'm like, dude, you're supposed to write me back. If you want a pen pal, I'm your guy. All right, I'm Sarah Whizbanger, your host of the most. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Whizbanger show. I love you all so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, and I'll talk to you soon. Later!